Hello, my viewers. Welcome to my live. I decided to do another one because we need to talk and know what to do the way forward. It is good to always be updated. As I wait for you, my guest, welcome. And when you get in, as usual, say hi to your teacher, who teaches about traveling, who teaches about visa issuances, who teaches about travel requirements. When you get in, kindly say hi to your teacher. She is eagerly waiting to hear you, to see your hi, because your teacher is always authentic and she is God-fearing, and she wants people to grow. So when you get in, kindly say hi to me, because the teacher is eagerly waiting to see you, my guest, because you are my guest. Thank you so much for your support by subscribing and liking my videos and even sharing. I am live on my channel. Share my live. Say hi to me, my guests, my VVIs. Yes, because I love you with the love of Christ. I want us to discuss some few issues. Yes, about traveling, about US. Today we are going to talk about the US. I told you whatever happens in the US affects so many nations. Yes, because many people are going to live in the US. They love visiting the US. But now things have changed. I had done a video regarding the same. After Trump's election, I talked about maybe there might be some changes, even in green card application, the DV lottery. And we have seen that he has actioned and done what he promised, that he is going to take action on all illegal immigrants. Yes, and I know many people will be affected, either directly or indirectly. So when you come in, say hi to me. Thank you so much. Who is my first guest? Karibu sana, my first guest. Caleb, thank you so much. Hi to you. Like the video kindly. Yes, live. And I know you're going to enjoy and be updated. I have been talking about being authentic and being genuine. Remember when you go to seek a city, I don't know what I have touched. Remember when you go to, for example, seek asylum in a country, or maybe without document checks, kinda, that one is illegal. It is kinda illegal. Even though maybe you run from your country because of maybe the political issues, economic crises, and whatever, remember that is not path, because anything can happen. Many years that I've worked in the aviation industry, in the airport, I have seen people being deported from other countries, even from European countries. You went to visit a country, and then you started. Oh, the video is brownish. Oh, what's up? Why is it brownish? Oh, what's up now? Why is my video brownish now? And I wanted, is it now clear, Caleb? Am I clear or it's still blurrish? Thank you so much. Hi. I can see my second guest. Thank you so much. Like the video, please. I can see 4 guests. My 4 guests, kindly like the video as we start our topic today. Our important topic. Like the video, my dear ones. And tell me whether I'm still blurrish or it is clear. I don't know what is wrong with my phone. I think I should buy a new phone. This phone is getting old. I think I should buy another one. So, kindly thank you so much for liking the video. I love you with the love of Christ. And as I told you, I shall advise you regarding traveling, regarding situations in other countries, because I have checked passengers internationally going to Europe, United States. Oh, it's better. Oh, thanks. Keep updating me on the status of my the state of my phone, because I don't want it to be brownish. Yes, thank you so much for your comment. I love you all with the love of Christ. Today we are going to discuss about the situation in the US. I made a video, by the way, and you can go and watch that video. And it was about what will gonna happen after the election of Donald Trump. Remember, Donald Trump does not want illegal immigrants in the US. He prefers that you be illegal, you have your documents, to be able to live in the US. But we had millions of people who are living in the US. And as he promised, immediately after he was sworn in, you can see many troops sent in the southern part, at the border of Mexico, to guard the border. And I can see some, even you could see on Al Jazeera, on ABC News, many people coming from Mexico being stranded near the border. So he has actioned, and that is why I always advise my subscribers or my viewers, do never go to a country illegally. Never be in a country illegally, because you can never know what can happen. Things normally change. Political situations normally change. When I was reading through the comments, or the comments of the US citizens, the US citizens, they were celebrating because they are saying all those people who live there illegally, they are unlawful, which is true, by the way. As long as you don't have the documents, although even if maybe you went there because there was a problem in your country, maybe politically or economically, remember, you are illegal and anything can happen. That is why I normally advise, it is better to go and visit a country and go back home. Because just imagine going and staying in the US for many years, you have no paperwork, and then you are put in an airplane and taken back maybe to Mexico, maybe taken back to Puerto Rico or anywhere. So kindly, my viewers, like the video. I can see we are 6. Say hi to me so that I may know you are there, and get in and take a cup of porridge and like the video, my dear ones. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. I decided to do this video because I had done another one during Trump's election, and the video states that I was asking what might happen after his election. Remember, he was not that too much for the green card, because he normally his suggestion was that to be a green card holder or to win green card in the US or to apply for the green card, you should hold a bachelor's degree, and maybe that is what is going to happen from now. By the way, I've been checking passengers going to the US on student visas, and there are some new restrictions. By the way, even before he was sworn in, before the inauguration, I was seeing some visas with this. There are some restrictions, by the way, even on the student visa. So please, for now, I know even to apply for a visitor's visa, they are going to put more strict measures. For you to be granted a visitor's visa for the US, they are going to put stricter measures. Because remember, Trump is not for illegal immigrants. He is straightforward. He wants you to go to the US to visit, and in your due time, you go back to your country. If you are going to work with a H-1B visa, you go and work. After your work is done, if you have you follow the due process. I was seeing passengers with you could see a pregnant passenger going to travel to the US, very pregnant. And after they go to the US, when they get children in the US, those children become automatic US citizens. But now he has said there shall be no more citizenship by birth. So if you go to visit the US and then you get a baby in the US, that baby is not going to be an automatic citizen of the US as it was previously. So it is good now to be very careful. And they were saying in the comment section in the Al Jazeera or even in the ABC News, they were saying that Canada should also do that. And because political changes happen a lot, it is always good to be very aware or alert and aware. If you live in Uganda or Nigeria or whatever, start building your life in your place. Do not now, if you had a US dream, maybe you pray to God for those who applied for the green card last year. I don't think they are going to change that one for them that applied. But for those who have not applied, according to him, even when there's a time I saw a comment by Trump in 2016, and he was saying that the green card application should be done by people who have a bachelor's degree. Those many years back. And there's a time whenever he is in power, he imposes very strict news of people going to the US. So from now, if you had a US dream, know that you have to pray hard. Pray hard because God is able to open that door. But I know even for the visitor's visa, for the student visa, even for the H-1B work visa, things are going to be more tough. So let us brace ourselves. If you didn't apply green card last year, know that for now it will be so hard. I'm double sure they are going to put more strict measures. But the good thing with Donald Trump, he does not normally have a problem with the green card holders. He has a problem with those people who went through other doors. You went through the Mexico border, Some go through the sewer. I don't even know how they normally maneuver to go to the US illegally. You go through the Mexico border. Some go through the Canadian border, because remember, Canada and the US are they are neighbors. They enter the country illegally. Illegality is not our portion, and I'm very sorry for those people who went to the US illegally, because those who went on the green card, I'm double sure they are safe. But those went through the border without documents. Imagine entering a country without a document, and then you go to sleep in New York City. Outside, you are given food and help. Maybe because there are people who do that because they do not have otherwise. But unfortunately, now Donald Trump is in power, and he have intensified our security in the border. I saw many troops in the Mexican border. So it is good to brace ourselves. If you are thinking about going to the US with a visa, Refoldie Jane, how are you? Wow, thank you. Welcome, my dear. And like the video, my dear ones. Subscribe and share the live as we discuss matters regarding the US. Because I know many people aspire to go to the US, maybe for visit. But by the way, nowadays, even when they are issuing the visitors visa, Jane, I know you have a 5 years visa. Your visa was 5 years valid. I know that most of the visas that were issued before for visitors, they were given a 5 years visa. But nowadays, if you're going for a conference, not all the time, but mostly when I'm checking the documents, I normally see passengers with a visa for the required period of time. If you are going to a church conference, maybe for 7 days, they give you a visa valid for 2 months. But formerly, the visitor's visa was 5 years. You could enter with it, enter and re-enter until the visa expires. But unfortunately now, with US and Canada, things are getting tougher and tougher. Because remember, even in Canada, we have got some political changes. So if you are thinking about the US, I think now you start praying to God. If you want to go there, you can pray to God. But with being illegal in any country, there was a time the UK government had threatened that if you arrive in their country without a visa, they are asylum seekers, they shall be sending you to Rwanda. I do not know whether they implemented that rule, but it was like that. If you seek asylum in their country, they make an agreement with the country, and then you are taken to that country. That is how things can get serious. Because now when you arrive in a country without a document, there is no way they can take you back to your country because you have no documentation. So now they had decided that if you go there without a document, you go and you try to seek asylum, you are going to be taken to Rwanda. So let us be, now what I can advise you as your travel advisor and your visa expert and travel rules expert, if you want to go to a country now from your country, maybe you live in Africa, you can try Europe. Go to Europe, look for a job in Europe. Remember, when you go to Europe with a work visa, a genuine work visa, and go and work, mostly after 2 years, most of the countries can give you a residence permit. So that one can be an option, because now for US and Canada, we cannot be very sure. For the US and Canada, for not even for the green card application from this year, those who didn't apply, I don't know whether it will be so easy. Because even he made a statement again and said he prefers people who have got a bachelor's degree to apply for the green card. So it will be so tough. But I'm double sure those people who went to America with the visas, they are not in trouble. What Trump does not want is illegal immigrants. Those who went through the fence. Those who went through the Canadian border illegally. Those who went through Puerto Rico, Mexico, all those countries that are near the US. Mexicans take advantage because they go through the forest. Some go through the sewer system and they enter the US illegally. And remember, an illegal immigrant can also be a bad person. Those people who go on a visa, those are genuine because they enter through the immigration control. And formerly you could enter on a visa and later you change it to a work visa or change it to a green card, a marriage green card or such. So for the work, those who went on a visa, those who went on a green card, those are safe. Let us be very careful. Countries are enhancing their security rules because of the criminal activities that are going on in countries. Remember, people who enter without documents, you cannot be able to know who those people are. But if I have a Kenyan passport, I have a Ugandan passport, and I have a visa for the US, that one is okay because I can enter through the Customs and Border Protection, CPB. But those who enter through the fence, nobody knows who they are. Because whenever you go for a visa interview, they normally do the background checks, whether you have got any criminal records. But imagine now you just come from Mexico or anywhere and you enter through the border. No one knows what you are doing with your country. I think that somehow Trump is doing the right thing. Though it might affect us, also the genuine ones. We don't know how it's going to affect us, but we are going to pray. But those people who went through the fences, I'm double sure they are not good people. But if you went to visit on a visitor's visa and later you got married by a US citizen or a green card holder, or maybe you changed your visa to a student visa, that one is not a bad one. Those you are hearing being deported, they are not, most of them are in New York City. They sleep on the streets. They are given food. They are given whatever. Some you can even remember the other time I saw on BBC, there was a woman who was killed when she was sleeping on the subway. Imagine you are sleeping desperately on the. I prefer, my dear ones, by the way, before you transfer, you go to a country, make your calculations and know whether it is the will of God. Because I've seen so many people. There's a time I used to see people from the US being brought from the bathroom. Someone was caught from the bathroom like a long time ago. For now, I've studied for some time without seeing those deportees. There's a time a woman was brought from the US. A woman who was very, very shaggy. She was from the bathroom. She was caught in the bathroom, thrown in the airplane, and she was brought back to wherever she came from. So those things of seeking asylum, being illegal immigrant, being desperate to travel to where. Remember, as we always say, because I am also a servant of God, life is not permanent. And before you do anything, please ensure that God is for that. Because if God is not there, you can end up being very desperate, destitute for nothing, and maybe where you came from is even better. I normally see people that are daring to stay in Africa. Africa is not a bad place. Maybe sometimes people normally go to see greener pastures. But even with the greener pastures, remember they can turn gray. Not every greener pasture is green as you think. It could be gray. So, if you want to go to the US, kneel down, pray to the God of heaven, and the God of heaven can grant you that permission. But not all the time. When you go to the US, you can succeed. There are people who go there and they come back and say they will never go. There are some people who go there and they prosper, depending on the plans of God. So, with illegal immigration, that one I've always been teaching you, do never be illegal. Be genuine, be legal, all the time. If you want to go to work in Europe, look for jobs in Europe. If you get a job in Europe, work very faithfully. Remember, when you go to a foreign country and work very hard. For example, in Europe, I've seen people with a work visa or a work visa. And then after some time, you see them with a card, the residence permit. After some, maybe 5 years, you see them with a passport of that country. For example, if I get a work visa for Germany, I go and work in Germany faithfully for 2 years, I can get a residence permit for Germany. And even if I stay longer in that country, I can become a resident. So, my dear brethren, my dear sisters and my brothers, let us now start diverting our minds elsewhere, because we do not know whether even Canada might take that route. Because even now Canada, when you go on a visitor visa, they are not issuing you a work permit. It's not like before. Since late last year, even continuing until now, and then it will be even worse. They'll be more strict. They are not, when you go on a visitor's visa, they are not issuing a work visa for now. Last year, maybe mid last year and before that, you could go on a work visa and get a work permit. But because they want to enhance their security and enhance their immigration, they are not doing that, my dear ones. So now with visitors visa, please be very careful. Do not waste your money going to apply for a visa. You pay a lot of money and then you are stuck. Because now it will be so strict. Traveling to those countries, they even monitor the systems, by the way. You can even, you know what you do? When you go and apply for a visa, for example, for Canadian visa, and buy a ticket, you know everything is electronic. They normally monitor even the flight that you are traveling on, and they can block you. You can try to go on a particular flight, maybe via Dubai, and you find you can't fly. There is a prompt in the system. They prompt you in the system because they have your passport details, the ticket details. So when you try to board any flight, you get frustrated. I have seen many people going to the airport and they are banned in all flights because your information is electronic. So please, now what I can suggest, try and go to work in the Middle East. Try to go and work in Europe genuinely. Get a visa for Europe if you can get work. If you go and get work, do your work very hard. You work hard. After 2 years, get a residential permit, because that one is an option. Otherwise, I don't know whether you have any suggestion. Jane, are you still there? You give me a suggestion. I think now people should try to do something else. But it does not mean that people shall not go to the US. Remember, the embassies make revenue, or the countries make revenue out of issuing visas. They cannot ban a visa issuance. What they are going to do before they issue with a visa, they shall monitor you. They shall monitor even how you, when you enter the US, your movement and everything, because it is possible. Remember, even the UK now have enhanced their security. When you are transferring via the UK. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Yeah, it's good to listen, because I'm sure for now, US and Canada, it will not be the walk in the park. And Canada, by they have been a crisis. In the airport, people come with a very good visa, 10 years. And before they were issuing a 10-year visa, by the way. Canada, as long as your passport is valid for 10 years, they were issuing a 10 years visa. If the passport is remaining with a validity of 5 years, they give you a 5 years visa. If it is 2 years, Canada were very generous. But unfortunately, because people normally misbehave, people who go to countries to misbehave normally make others to suffer. Because you go to a country, you refuse to come back out in your due time. You enter Canada with a visitor's visa, you don't even have a work permit, and then you seek asylum against the government wish. So after that, they have to enhance their immigration. They have to enhance their security, because they do not want to have millions of people. Because remember, when you have millions of people in a country that are not accounted for, anything can happen. Like the US, we have been having problems. You can remember what happened last week. Was it last week? The beginning of January, what happened in the US? There was an attack. So such things normally happen because of having people that you cannot account for. But when you go on a visitor's visa, you are accounted for and exit at the appointed time. That is normal. That is not what I normally teach. As long as you did not get work, after you enter with a visitor's visa to build your travel history, exit. Because now being stuck in a country and then you are deported by force, that one is very confusing. There was someone who was brought back to her country from the US. She was not even given time to go to the house and pick her items, neither to go and pick her money or anything. You are put in the next available flight and brought back to your country. Just imagine how that can be frustrating. I've even seen men, very huge. They are held by 2 strong men from American, whatever, from the military. They are brought in the aircraft being held like this because they are strong and they can fight. And not because they are being deported by force. It is very frustrating. So me, what I normally tell God, by the way, Jenny, let me tell you something. There are some opportunities that came in my life. Very many opportunities. But before those things happen all the time, even when I apply for a job anywhere, I normally tell God, if it is not your will, block that chance. If it is your will, open it wide. Because you can do things on your own will, and then later you discover that it was not the plan of God. You can even earn a lot of money, but later you get into trouble. So what I can say, before you go to a country, try and do your due diligence and follow the due process. If you are visiting the US, go and visit your friends or the family and exit. When you build your history well, it is going to be an advantage to you. So my advice, you see, like the UK before, passengers with the passports from Europe. For example, Europe. Europe is like Belgium. We have got like Finland. We have got Portugal, Greece, Hungary, Denmark. All those countries who are going to the UK or even passing through, transiting the UK. They never needed a visa. But because nowadays, because of security issues, every country wants to secure its borders. So now, yeah, divine does, Jane, divine. Yeah, divine. The one divine. Casey, thank you so much. Welcome, my dear. Yes, thank you, dear. Do you want to go to the US, Casey? Because I know Jamaica is very near the US, and we have got many Jamaicans who live in the US. Do you aspire to go to the US? Wow, thank you so much, my dear. Thank you. Yes, like the video, my dear ones. Thank you so much for your support. Divine connection. When something is divine, God given, it does not. The Bible says, "The blessings of the Lord maketh richer." Or you have been there before. Yeah, visiting is nice. And even Casey, if you want to go to preach the gospel, because I have seen that you are. Whoa, thank you, Velma. Whoa, thank you. Hello. Welcome to my live and share widely and like the video, my dear. Thank you so much. my VVIPs. So KC, even if you want to go to visit the US, Kathy, thank you so much. Thank you. I disappeared. My channel had been deleted, but now I'm back. Yes, now I'm back in full swing, and I know God will protect me now because I trust in God. Yes, thank you so much. So what I was saying, my topic is the issues that are happening in the US. And I was saying that whatever happens in the US affects many countries because multiple nationalities live in the US. Everyone wants to go to the US. US has become the Canaan in I think people think it is Canaan in the world, US and Canada. But remember, it is always good to follow the right process. Do not go there as an illegal immigrant because you never know what can happen. As I said earlier, Trump have never been for the illegal immigrants. And by the way, being illegal is not lawful. So even if you are blaming him, he is doing the right thing. Even if you might blame him because of removing those people who are illegally there, remember most of them entered through Mexico without any documents. We are not talking about the green card holders. We are not talking about the visa holders from African countries or from Asian countries. We are talking about those people who enter through the Mexico border. Some enter through Puerto Rico. Some enter through Canada. That is all illegal. And illegality, by the way, is a sin. Thank you, Abubakar. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you so much, my VVIP. Remember, an illegality thing is a sin, even before the eyes of God. So if you enter into a country by maybe the border, by underground tunnels, that one is illegal. Yeah, thank you so much, Abubakar. Thank you. So now it has become a crisis. I was taking Al Jazeera some minutes before, and I saw many Mexicans at the border still wanting to enter the US. And I'm like, why shouldn't you stay in your country? Anyway, I know people normally go to such countries like the US and Canada because they are greener pasture countries. Yeah, thank you. But now, how can you go through the border? You have no documents. You go and sleep in New York, in the New York City, outside the whatever, in the cold. Yeah, can you see, by the way, my channel was deleted. I have stayed for 1 month without airing since December 14 until 21st of January. That's serious. They terminated my channel and they gave you a bad warning, but later they told me it was a mistake, by the way. You know, when you are genuine, God fights for you. I woke up one day on December 14th, 2024. After I woke up, I went to check my YouTube studio. My dear one, I found that I couldn't access my channel. And I was like, how? So I checked my email. Checking my email and my Gmail, I had a very big warning. Your channel has been, be very careful. But every YouTuber, be very careful. At Grace, your channel has been deleted because of severe violation of what? Community guidelines. I was very confused because I wasn't given a warning. I did not know what community guideline is. I did not know where I did the mistake because I maybe have done the mistake unknowingly. So imagine from 14th of December to the 16th, we went to January. I appealed thrice in December, and they said they could take maybe 2 days or more, but they took more than 2 weeks. So I stayed, and until 20th of January. Was it 20th or 21st of January this year? I did my first video on 21st, I think. I appealed again. After 2 hours, they wrote to me that when they are trying to do right in YouTube to make sure they guard whatever, they protect the viewers or the users, they sometimes also make mistakes. And they restored my channel. So I have been away since 14th of December until January 21st. I have been away, my dear. That's why you see my channel didn't grow. Because I started my channel in September. It is a very new channel. But because of the deletion now, I took some time. I waited. And by the way, it is very serious. If they delete the channel for you, you cannot start another channel. Neither can you continue with your other channels. So any subscriber, any YouTuber, be very careful. Follow all the community guidelines very carefully. And if they delete your channel, do not panic. Keep appealing. If it is a genuine thing, they are going to restore it. But be very, very careful with the community guidelines. I later went and learned and read the community guidelines very, very thoroughly. So I can also guide someone on how to, yes. So what I was saying, with illegal immigration. Yeah, I'm finally back because my God is good. Thank you, Abubakar. I know you pray for me. Let's be praying for one another and supporting each other because you never know with life. Remember, so what I was saying, countries are enhancing their security because of things that normally happen. As we can remember last month, or is it this month, beginning, there was problem in the US. There was an attack and all that. So such things make the countries to enhance their security. Because someone went us to your country without illegally, for example, like those people, the Mexicans went through their border. Those ones normally don't have documents. There's a time I saw a documentary in near the border of the US, the US border in Canada. I was seeing Chinese entering that country, dropping their passports as they enter. So they enter the country. Yeah, grow with Mimi. Thank you, Mimi. Oh, my dear one. Wow, thank you for coming to my life, Mimi. I love you so much. You have been my teacher. And by the way, whatever you have been teaching me, I have tried it and it has worked. Imagine, Mimi, I was at how many subscribers on 21st because I was deleted. My channel had been deleted December 14 to January 21st this year. And I was at 505 subscribers, Mimi. And imagine now I'm at 546 or 548. Your teachings are so deep. By the way, whoever is here, Grow with Mimi has got a very nice YouTube channel, and she teaches from her depth of her heart about how you can grow in YouTube authentically and organically. Because when you support someone in YouTube, you are supposed even to enter into their life and watch. You are supposed to put the notification bell. It is good to, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mimi. You are most welcome. We shall be supporting one another until we reach 1 million subscribers. Because me personally, I'm a God-fearing woman, and I believe that if I support you, I have to support you with all my heart, with all my strength. Coming to your life, if I miss it because I'm at work, yes. So be very careful, you YouTubers. Be very careful whatever you do, even for the keywords. You can even say something when you are speaking or write something in your title innocently, but now the algorithm can think that maybe you are harassing somebody. So whatever you say, whatever you do can make your channel be deleted. But today I'm not talking about the channel, because I did a video about how my channel was deleted in December 14 and restored on 21st of January 2025. Today we are talking about KC, go to Mimi and do something. Abubakar, do not go to Grow with Mimi right now and subscribe and be watching her video. Grow with Mimi is very, she is so deep in her teachings, and she does it with all her heart. So my subscribers, my dear ones who love me, show that love to Grow with Mimi. Show that love to KC Inspirational Tales, by the way, Abubakar and everyone else who is here, because you can learn a lot. You learn a lot. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abubakar. You are so supportive. And when you support somebody, ensure you watch their videos. Watch their videos, like, share them. When she goes live, be there for her. She can even give you a blue jacket. You be supporting her and telling people to like the video. Because if you subscribe and then you disappear, then the Mimi had taught me that. They are the ones who taught me I was very new. I did not know. My channel started in September 2024. I think end of September. So I didn't have that knowledge, but I've learned from Mimi, I've learned from Vibe with Sonia, I've learned from Grodesie. I have some people that I've learned and they are so nice. By the way, you people, you are blessed. Be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. Mimi, go to 1 million subscribers. May the Lord open for you great doors. KC Inspirationals, you are also genuine. May the Lord take you heights. So thank you. So, yeah, do that, Abubakar. Go to Mimi, go to KCC Inspirationals, click the subscribe and be watching their videos to give them the watch time support. So what I was saying, the countries are enhancing their security because illegal immigrants can be also bad people. How can, for example, the Mexico border, you see people entering. I've seen documentaries of people entering through Mexico. They drop their passports and then they enter without a document. If you enter a country with a visa, that you are not an illegal immigrant. If you enter in a country with a green card, you are not an illegal immigrant. But without a visa, that one shows that you can be anyone. That is why you see Donald Trump is like this, straightforward. If you enter through the Mexico border, they are being taken back to Mexico. And all the countries are changing their immigration rules. Even Canada, by the way. As I told you before, Canada, before you could go on a visitor's visa, and then you could change it to a work visa in case you go to work in Canada. But there have been some political changes in Canada. Right now, when you go on a visitor's visa, you cannot change it to a work visa. It is not like before. And that's why I normally say, rules keep changing. Update yourself. Go to the website of Canada, the government website, get legit information. Go to the US government site, get legit information. Go to if it is UK, United Kingdom, go to their uk.gov, UK government site, and learn about their rules. Remember, even the UK, as I told you before, they have changed their transit rules, even the entry rules. Even those people from Europe who never needed visas to enter the UK. Now, when you are going to the UK or even transiting, you need a NETA, electronic travel authorization. An electronic travel authorization is not a visa. It is an authorization because the European territories going to the UK do not need a visa. Catherine, thank you so much. Hi, Kathy, I missed you. I was off for 1 month, but now I'm back. Thank you, dear. So I was wondering where you went. I also disappeared because something bad happened in my channel, but now I'm back, Catherine. Welcome, my dear, and share the video and like the video, darling. Thank you so much. I know you are blessed. I was telling my subscribers, now because the US is becoming tough on issuing visa, and I know they are going to toughen their visa issuance rates because they have already started toughening. You know, I'm a document checker, and I have seen nowadays when they are giving you a visitor's visa, Abubakar with the DV lottery, what Trump wants is you have a bachelor's degree. Yeah, I'm back, Catherine. My channel was deleted mistakenly, but I'm back after 1.5 months being away. So thank you so much. Abubakar, about the green card lottery, Trump, even as I told you before, there's a time I had him saying in 2016 that people who apply for the DV lottery should hold a bachelor's degree. So I know from now, maybe from this year onwards, in his tenure, mostly he is going to ensure that before you apply, you hold a bachelor's degree. But for them that have already applied, you are lucky. But we hope for them. Anyway, I normally say everything that you do on this world, just pray to God. If your dream is to go to US, you can pray to God. If your dream is to go to live in Nigeria, anywhere in this world we can live, because God made this world for us to inhabit. But now with illegal immigrating, entering through the fence, entering through the tunnel, it has brought all the crisis. And I've seen troops of the US soldiers at the southern border with Mexico. There are very many troops there. I have seen many Mexicans stranded who wanted to enter the US without documents. I told you, whatever you do in this life, you have to be authentic. If you want to go to Canada, take a visa, enter Canada. After your time of visiting is over, get out, so that you can build a nice travel history. But now you go to Canada with a visitor's visa, you do not want to come out. But it's even better with a visitor's visa than those who enter through the fence. The visitor's visas are okay because that one you enter through the immigration. For example, the US, you enter through the CPB, Customs, Border and Protection. CBP, you enter through the immigration control, they see you, they check your visa, it is valid, and then they allow you to enter. But now for those who enter through the fence, that is what is called illegal immigration. Those are the ones that are being referred to as illegal immigrants. You know, Abubakar, a degree in Islamic philosophy is not academic. I think with a degree they mean a academic degree. Academic for the Islamic philosophy, that one is a different thing. Remember, we have got academic degrees and others that non-academic. For example, the US, there is a visa called the F1 visa. That one is a visa for the academic people who are going to school. But there's also another visa called the M1 visa, going to learn in the US, but non-academic. For example, you want to go and learn to be a mechanic, to be a barber, to be a salonist. Those are non-academic. So for the Islamic one, that is different. But because you applied last year, you are going to win this year. Don't worry, Abubakar. You just pray to God that you win because you did it or you have applied already. So for the ones who applied last year, and remember when I was doing my videos regarding green card, I was telling you, by the way, if you can go back to my videos, you never know what can happen. Do it now. If you are wishes to go to live in the US, do things when you have the time. Because nobody knows what's going to happen the next minute. Even with life, you never know what will going to happen after this, even after this video. So I was telling people, I encouraged people, and even during the last day of the green card application, when they extended, I did a video, and there is someone who consulted me and told me, thank you so much, because I hadn't applied, and he applied on the last day. He did an application, maybe he's going to win. I'm waiting for his message after he wins. So what I normally say, do things the right way. Always be legit. If you are doing you are a YouTuber, be legit. If you are going to travel to a country, be legit. If you are going to Canada, please, with a visitor's visa, so that you can build your travel history. Enter Canada and exit. If you go to Germany with a visitor's visa, enter there and exit. Remember when you have got a good travel history in your passport, showing that you entered, you have a stamp, you know the normal stamp when you enter. And then when you exit the stamp, that one gives you a good name. But now, you want to go and you enter, you go, by the way, the worst one is entering through the borders. Let us pray for the US. Let us pray for those people who are stranded, because remember, some went there because of problems in their countries. Maybe there was political instability in some countries. Maybe some left their countries because of economic issues. They did not have work in their countries, job opportunities. But all the same, please, where you are born is where God wants you to be. But now, He can bless you to go and live in other countries. If you are born in Uganda, you can go and work in Canada genuinely, but have genuine documents. Remember, as I've always been singing, I have been a document checker for many years, even to date. And I tell people to never try to follow the wrong path. Because I've seen people being brought back from the US, from Canada, from Germany. You are removed. You are taken out of the bathroom because maybe something happened. You know, when you are living as an illegal immigrant, you always live in fear. If you do any wrong and you are arrested by the police, they discover you have no documents. That same minute, they book a flight for you free of charge. The government books a flight for you. You are brought back to where you live. If you live in Asia, in Africa, from the bathroom to wherever you live. So I prefer living in places legally. So if you cannot go to the US, look for an option. You can look for work in Europe if you like living abroad. Go and work, be respectful, work hard, and then after some time, you can get a residence permit. Remember, in any country where you go to work, after working for a long time, you can get a residential permit, mostly with European territories, because those are the places that I work for, European territories. If you go to work in Poland, you go to work in Romania, you go to work in Greece, after working for like 2 years, even Ireland, by the way, 2 years continuously, someone gets a residence permit. You can apply for a residential permit. And imagine after that residential permit, you can get a passport of that country. And remember, some passports of countries are very, very powerful. Like when you have a any European passport is very powerful because they can enter into each other's country without a visa. You can go to the US with a nester. You don't need to apply a visa in the embassy. For example, if I have a Polish passport, I can do an online application for US called ESTA, Electronic System for Travel Authorization, and I board a flight to the US. Even the US passport, Japanese passport, very, very powerful. There are some countries, but now there are some countries that do not just issue their passports anyhow. Like Japan cannot just give you their passport. But with Europe, with the US, with Canada. But now there is something new that I saw Trump saying, you are not going to get citizenship by birth in the US. They have changed it, by the way. Formerly, I was seeing people very heavy pregnant going to the US when they are almost giving birth so that they can give birth in the US. Automatically, you give birth in the US, your baby becomes a citizen by birth. There's even my friend who told me she went to the US during COVID in 2020, during the COVID-19, and she was pregnant. Now, when they were locked out, you couldn't travel, she gave birth to her baby, and now the boy is a citizen of the US. So now when they are traveling nowadays, because they normally travel, the boy has got a US passport, the mother has a Kenyan passport with a visa, and the other big child has a Kenyan passport with a visa. But now Trump has said that is changing immediately. There is no more going to the US. When you give birth in the US, the baby becomes an automatic US citizen. Now that one he said there's nothing like that. And I was checking on the comments in those whatevers. I watched Al Jazeera, ABC, and the comments by the US citizens, they were saying they were for that. They were saying most of the people who live there, they are using their tax, they are paying taxes to help people who are not their citizens. So for them, they are supporting that. So let us pray for even those people who are being being taken back to their countries, because some of them are so weak. Imagine they sleep in New York City, they are given vouchers for food, they are given everything for free, because most of them don't work. But for them that went on a green card, they are still safe. Those who have went there on a visa, I've seen people going on visas anyway. What they are going to do now, they are going to intensify, or they are going, no, not intensify, they are going to put more restrictions before they give you the visa. So for now, if you wanted to go to the US or Canada, try thinking about maybe going to Dubai. You can apply for a job in Dubai, go and work in Dubai. Because in Dubai, even if you give birth in Dubai, and you are not from the GCC Council, the Gulf Cooperation Council, your baby can never be a nationality for the UAE, even if you give birth there when you are working there. So that one is so different. But now it is easier to go to those countries, Middle East, Europe. For now, Europe is open for now. You go to, because now you never know what will happen in Europe. Things are going to keep changing. I'm sure even Canada will put more strict measures. So my dear ones, your travel expert here is for you to travel, but ensure that you are authentic. And when you travel to US or Canada or Europe or wherever, when your time is over, kindly come out of that country. Exit very fast. Go back home and pray to your God. Oh yeah, so true, Catherine. Yeah, it's very true, KC. Yes. So Abubakar, yes. Catherine, by the way, is here. Catherine from Qatar. But with Qatar and Dubai, they normally have got jobs online, by the way, Abubakar. Many of my friends work in Qatar and Dubai. With Qatar and Dubai, there are people who go through the agencies for the unskilled labor. You know, like people who go to work as security officers. We normally have agencies, but you can apply for a job online in their website. You go to www.emiratescareer.com. Yeah, what I'll do, Abubakar, I shall plan with Catherine. One day we come with her on. Catherine, make a comment kindly whether people can get jobs in a Qatar, because I know you work in Doha. Catherine, if you are there, please. Yeah, Dubai, you can go for visit, you can go for work. But yeah, I don't know whether Catherine is still here, but when she comes next time, we can plan with her. I do a video with her, and then she can explain about how she can help someone to go to work in Qatar. But oh, you want to visit Dubai? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Casey. Yeah, Dubai is a nice place for visiting. People work there. My friends work in Dubai, genuine. They work with Emirates Airlines. Some work in Dubai as the country. There are people who work in the whatever. They work with the airline. Some work in that country, the UAE. You know, Dubai is a city. Dubai is a city in the UAE. Because remember, UAE is a country. UAE, United Arab Emirates. Dubai is a city. Abu Dhabi. There are so many cities. There is Abu Dhabi. There is Sharjah. There are several cities in Dubai. Yeah, when Catherine is back, because I can't see Catherine, maybe she's busy at work. When she comes next time, we shall plan. I give her a link so she can explain how she went to Qatar. Oh, yes, Casey. Oh, yeah, you just put it to God in prayer. Because I've seen people working in Qatar Airways in Doha, Qatar, the airline, but some work in the country. They work in Qatar country. You can be employed. There are people who work in the hotels. Some work in the airport. You know, Casey, me, I've been in the airport for all my life. Since I was a young person, I've been to date. So I don't know. I'm addicted to working in the airport. I love working in the airport. So with Qatar, with Dubai, if you are here and you can give information on how someone can go and work in Dubai, Qatar, if there are vacancies, because I normally see those jobs online where you can apply. Yeah, thank you, KC. Just tell God whatever you want. Yeah, I've been working in the aviation industry forever. Anytime, KC, you can come by. We shall talk anyway. We shall talk. So, If you want to go to work in Doha, it's not hard. Doha, not even Qatar Airways. Doha, the city, the capital city of Qatar. You can go out online, www.qatarairwayscareers.com. They normally employ. I have seen people being employed because I hear people going to work in Qatar, to Dubai, to US, to wherever. If you want to go to work in Dubai, it's www.emiratesgroupscareers.com. You create an account. You can go to the cyber. Yeah, we shall link KC. Because I saw you also a preacher. I'm also an evangelist. Though I'm a one-on-one. I am not a pastor of a church. I go to church, but I don't have my own church that I pastor. So I'm a pastor, but I preach the gospel one-on-one. Yes, that is my whatever. That is my call by God Himself. Yeah, thank you so much, Velma. Oh, yes, Casey. I also have mine in my page. We shall do that. We shall connect very well because we have the Holy Spirit. You know, when people have got the same spirit, connection is automatic and the love of God is automatic. So thank you so much, my viewers. I love you so much. We shall be bringing, Kathin can come here and tell us how she lives in Qatar so that we can, I normally tell people, if you have a connection, you can do it free of charge. If you have a genuine connection, because not all people can be able to pay the agencies. What job agencies are there, by the way, KC? KC, they are job agencies. My friend Cody Truth from Germany is offering genuine jobs. But now those ones, I can connect you if you want. But those ones you have to pay. That one is for if you have money to pay to go to Romania, to wherever. But I'm saying, yes, there are people who can go to work via that route if you have via that whatever avenue, if you have got the whatever to pay. Because I told you I'm not an agent and I'll never be. Me, I'm only an advisor on how to travel, to have genuine documents, passport validators, countries in Europe, all those, anything regarding transport, whatever. Thank you so much, Truth. Wow. Oh, you are still at work. Oh, you have not finished. Thank you. I was talking about the jobs in Europe. Yeah, I told people they can connect you. They cannot connect to you. KC, Truth I have got an agent in Europe, by the way. If you need to help someone who want to go and work in Europe, she has jobs, but those ones you have to pay. Because me and Truth, we are not agents. There's a genuine agent in Europe, her friend. So she is there. You can. By the way, she also have a YouTube channel. You can go and connect in Truth 1995 TV. The Truth 1995 TV. Be watching her videos regarding jobs, regarding other things. Yeah, we are not agents. We are not at all. Because I told you we cannot be able. I cannot be able to manage that. So we are not. Yeah, we are not. You don't pay me anything. You don't pay Truth anything. There's an agent in Poland who she knows. By her, she is not an agent. I am not. Yeah, we only give advice. We give advice. For me, it is about travel documents. Mine is about travel documents, passport validators, US, whatever is happening, the crisis in the US. That is my area of expertise. That is my career. I have built that career for many years. Until now, I'm doing that career. So anything to do with a visa, what you need to go to Haiti, like for us to go to Jamaica, we don't need a visa. Kenya to Jamaica, we don't need a visa. Yeah. Truth 1995 TV have got an agent in Poland, but her, she lives in Belgium. She's not an agent. Always be very clear, because sometimes you can start a work process, you fail the interview, you have no one to blame. So with the jobs, you have to be prepared with everything. Get with the information of which country you want to go and work. After that, you prepare for the interview. I have done videos regarding job interviews. Even Truth I've done some tips on how you can do an interview. Because even when going to work, interview is a must. You cannot escape. So it's a process. And if you need that one, connect to Truth 1995 TV. There's someone who lives in Poland who she knows, who can take you through that. But us, we are just YouTubers. We normally do our vlogs on YouTube. So thank you so much, my dear one. Truth, I thank you so much. Are you going to be live? Although today I'm going for night kesha. I'm going for kesha until morning after this. Will you be live today? So that people who are here can come and watch your live. If you can speak her language, because she does not do hers mostly in she does not do her whatever. She doesn't do her mostly in English or French. She does her videos on her in her mother tongue. So if you can speak her language, her mother tongue language is called Kikuyu. You can speak that language. You can go and subscribe to her. You can go and be watching. But even if you can't speak about the jobs, you can chat with her. It's still possible. You can chat with her in English. But French, I don't know that she knows French because she lives in Belgium. If she knows French, she's going to, I don't know. But here, most of people I know, you are speaking English anyway. English is okay. English is good. So, with the US for now, let us pray for ourselves. And we can now change it to maybe go to work in Europe. Because when you go to work in Europe, I told you, if you go and work for 2 years with the respectively, you work hard, you can get a work permit. That is the good thing. You can get a resident permit. So you can start residing there legally. Because I told you, you have to be legal. Legality has to be there. With illegality, my dear ones, at the end of it all, there is a problem. Because illegality is a crime somehow. Being illegal somehow is bad. Even if you try to say we went there because of what, maybe because we had problems, being illegal can cause problems. There are repercussions. So, as your teacher is legal and authentic, or in the Gambia you speak English, you don't speak French, Abubakar. Because I know with the Congo, they speak French as their official language. Most of the West African countries, they speak French as their second language. Even Rwanda, Burundi, they speak. So in your country, you don't speak, but you are not in the West Africa. Are you in ECOWAS? It's Gambia. No, Gambia is not in ECOWAS. Economic Communities of West Africa. There are those communities. ECOWAS, Economic Communities of West Africa. Most of them, they speak French. Though some of them know English also because they learn in school. But even in Comoros Islands, they speak French. Oh, you are not? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm a document checker. I know I'm good in geography because now I have to know geography because that is my work. I have to know ECOWAS. I have to know the European Union territories. I have to know the European Economic Area. Oh, because you are colonized by the British. Oh, yeah, that's why you speak British. Most countries in Africa, like Kenya, they are British colonies, so they speak English. That is what happened. If you are colonized by France, by the Comoros Islands, Reunion, wherever, they speak French. Yeah, the Rwandese, the Burundians, the Congolese, yes. Or you are also in ECOWAS, yeah. Oh, Economic Community of West African States. Oh, that's nice, Abubakar. But now you are colonized by the British. Oh, that's good. Because by the way, you are in West Africa. West Africans are so good. Nigerians are so good. They support. By the way, I have so many Nigerians and Gambians that watch my videos. I salute you all in the name of Jesus. I love you so much. Whenever I check in my audience, or you bought the Senegal, me with Gambia, I've never seen Gambian. Imagine Abubakar, I don't think I have ever seen a Gambian passport. I have seen Senegalese passports going to the US with the US visas, but with the Gambians, I have never seen a Gambian traveling to the US. I have touched a Nigerian passport. Nigerians travel a lot. Nigerians, Ghanaians, Congolese. But for the Gambians, Abubakar, I don't know whether you don't love traveling. You should be traveling, Abubakar. You go and visit wherever. You go and visit Europe. You go to whatever. So, thank you so much, my viewers. I am back in full swing with the good things about traveling, with the travel rules. We shall talk about the US. We shall talk about any updates that we get regarding the UK because there are new changes. I did videos regarding the UK, and I shall continue doing those videos regarding all countries. Remember, it is not a must that you go to live in the US. Neither is it a must you go to live in Canada. We also have Japan. Japan is a very good country. Be checking for jobs. Go to the websites of Japan. Go to the websites of Hong Kong. Try everything because everything is possible with God. But people normally fix their eyes at you have to go to the US. You have to go to Japan is a very rich country. US is a good country by the way because it has opportunities. But we also have countries like Japan where you can go and work. We have got UAE, we have got Qatar, we have got Saudi Arabia. All those countries are good, even Kuwait. Wow, Abubakar, when you come there, you talk to me, please. Always be communicating. Oh, you went to Saudi Arabia also. You are going. Yeah, thank you so much, Casey. Casey, I was very shocked. Imagine I slept at midday. I did a small video, and then I slept. And then at midday, at 3 p.m. in the evening, I woke up to prepare to go to work. I'm going to my studio. This action is not allowed. I'm like, what? You know something that happened, you don't know what to do. And then whatever I normally do in my videos is what I do, is my work. So it is out of deep research and out of experience. So I was wondering, where did I go wrong? But you never know, you can go wrong even without knowing. That is what I was saying, KC. When you are doing your videos and everything, be very careful. Even those who come to comment on your video, be careful. Because I did not know where I went wrong. But anyway, finally, on 20th of January, they wrote to me that I appealed on 20th, the same day, 20th of January, after staying from 14th of December. So 20th, I thought, I had told myself, I will never appeal again. But something told me, why shouldn't I make the last appeal and see whether they are going to respond? Because they never responded. So I appealed to them and I told them, I was doing my videos, originally very nice videos, from my experience and all that. I do not know where I went wrong. I explained, and by the way, you have to apologize all the time. You should never go with the attitude of you are not wrong. You can even make a mistake unknowingly. So when I wrote to them, I studied for a few, I don't know, I slept at midday because I had slept at 9, because of working at night. I normally work night shifts. So I normally sleep during the day. So you can find me very deep asleep during the day. So I slept at 9 in the morning, and then at midday, I woke up and saw an email on my Gmail that, Grace, we have restored your channel, and what this means for you, now you can go back to your channel. And they restored my minutes, my hours, my videos, and everything is intact. And remember, when you are deleted from YouTube, yeah, green card development is different. Green card is different. Green card development is a lottery. Okay, we have a lottery for green card, and we have got other green cards. The lottery one is the one that you hear people saying, I'm going to do the green card lottery. That's the one that will be in October. It normally happens once in a year. We do not know whether Trump is going to remove it, but it has been happening forever since 1993. 1993, if I can remember. And remember, like Nigeria before could apply, they were eligible, as I told you in my other videos, but now they are not eligible. Because when the US admits people from a country in enough number, they normally close that whatever. For example, China, I told you some countries like China, Bulgaria, Brazil, Nigeria in Africa is the one that is not eligible. They cannot apply. Because we have got many Nigerians in the US. So if your country have got enough number of people in the US, they normally close that door of eligibility. But now a Nigerian can go on a visitor's visa, but not a green card lottery. It's not that they not go to the US. They can go on a visitor's visa. They can go on a work visa. They can even get married to a US citizen and get the K1 visa, the spouse visa. They have got so many visas in the US, even study visa, F1. So what I can say, a green card lottery is the one that people normally apply every October, hoping this year it shall be there. Normally in October. Is it September or October? But now you can also get a green card in the US if you go with a visitor's visa and get married to a US citizen. You can get a marriage green card. So you become a resident of the US. Remember, a resident and a visa holder is different. A resident can live legally in the US. Because even now, after staying with a green card for some time in the US, you can become a citizen. Now they give you a US passport. So a visa is where you go to the embassy, they give you a visa to go and visit, or maybe to study, or maybe to work, but a green card is different. A green card, now you become a resident of the US legally. So you can enjoy even the government services. You can enjoy the maybe health services and other things. And you can work. Because with a visitor's visa, you cannot work. You are not supposed to work with a visitor's visa when you visit a country, not unless otherwise. But visitor's visa in the US is not supposed to work. You are supposed to go and visit, go back. But a green card, you can work, you can enjoy the government services, and you get a social security number. So I think I have talked enough, and I think that is more than enough for today, my dear ones. Not unless you have got a question or any other suggestion. Burma visa and green card is totally different. But now, when you win, you know the green. Yeah, thank you so much, Abubakar. Thank you, everyone who have kept me, given me company, and I wish you the best in your life. I wish you open doors, open gates, and everything. So, Velma, visa and green card don't work the same. Yeah, thank you so much, Truth. Yeah, you are still here, my dear. Thank you. Today, I'm going to Kesha, but tomorrow, when I come back, I shall come to you. I'm missing your life a lot, by the way. But today, I'll be going to Kesha until morning. Prayer Kesha. So, Velma or a visa is different. But you can get a visa even for visitor. Go to visit a country like, because now the green card is mostly normally in the US. Though Canada have got a green card, Canada green card is so different. You can only get the green card for Canada if you are an expert. And by expert, I mean the nurses, doctors, engineers, accountants. For green card for Canada is so different. But for US, they have the Rotary and they have got the other green cards. The marriage green card, the family green card, yeah, the marriage green card and the work. No, the marriage green card and the DV Rotary. So the DV Rotary you apply in your country. For example, Velma, you can apply in Kenya when they open that site. When they open that, when it is open, you apply for the green card and wait. For example, those Salome, thanks, dear. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Welcome. And like video, my dear. So, when you apply for the green card, Velma, you wait until May. Like now, they are going to be out in May 2nd this year. You applied last year, October. So in May, you go and check in the site whether you have won it or not. But anyway, Velma, you can go to my video that I have done about green card. I have got a very nice playlist regarding green card application. You can go to those videos and watch. If you have any question, I can guide you. But now it is over until maybe October. We are going to apply if Donald Trump is not gonna finish that one, because Trump has been saying he wants people to go to the US via other green card if they have got a bachelor's degree. So for Trump's tenure, we don't know whether he's going to change or it shall remain the same. Yeah, so for the green card, it is different, and for the visa, it is different. And for the visas, we have got so many. We have got work visas, and the work visa is not a green card. A work visa, you get a visa to go to work in the US. It is called H1B, and there's also L1. We have got H1B, we have L1. We have got several categories of work visas. For the H1B visas, most of those people are people who have got, maybe you are a manager in a company, maybe a manager, maybe you are a CEO, even if you don't have a degree. But for the L1 visa, it means you have a bachelor's degree. You are a learned person. You are promoted because you are learned. Maybe you have a bachelor's degree, you have master's, and you work in a company, an affiliate company of the US. Maybe there's a company of the US that have a sister company in Nigeria. Now you are going to work in that same company, the branch in the US. They give you an L1 visa. You can get a H1B visa because maybe you are an accountant, or maybe you have a skill that people in the US do not have. But I'm sure because of whatever is happening politically, all those things will change. It will not be so easy to get a work visa. They shall look and see, is there no one in the US who can do this work, so that they can go and get somebody from Gambia or Kenya or Nigeria. But we hope for the best. That's why I say we have options. Be checking on the job from Middle East online. Be checking for opportunities, and when you get an opportunity, take that advantage. Otherwise, I will not continue because we are 1 hour plus 9 minutes. Thank you so much, all my viewers. I wish you well. I shall keep teaching you about traveling, about green card, about US visa, about Canadian visa, and we shall pray that God is going to touch even Trump and other people not to be so tight, so that we can be traveling whenever we want to travel. I told you, when you travel to a country, be genuine, have genuine documents, and after you are done with that visit, go back to your country. So I wish you well. Those who applied for the visas, those who want to apply, may the Lord bless you. May the Lord give you the favor. Do not mind about Trump. Trump is only worried with the illegal immigrants. And I told you, illegal immigrants are those who entered through the back door. They went through the Mexican border. They went through Puerto Rico. They went through Canadian border without documents. But those went on a visa, those went on a green card, those are not illegal. And those normally go and work, and they are productive in the US. But those ones who go through the back door without passports, they are sleeping in New York City. Sometimes you never know what they are capable of doing, because they never went through security checks. They never went to the embassy to get a visa. No one knows about what they want. So thank you so much for keeping me company. I wish you well. For those who do YouTube, I wish you well. Thank you so much, and may the Lord bless you. Amen. May the Lord go before you and make every crooked place straight. And may he give you the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places. May he open for you doors that no demon from hell, no devil, no human being can close, because he is the Lord. So thank you so much. I wish you well, and I speak the blood of Jesus upon you and your families. Thank you.